Do you watch college football? I'm just gonna assume you do. Do you know that the all-time series for OSU versus Michigan football is 58 wins, 51 losses, and 6 draws in Michigan's favor? Now, I'm from Ohio, so when I hear my teammates tell me how much better Michigan is than Ohio, it really gets me irritated because over the past 10 to 20 years, OSU has clearly been better. My name is Kofi Barima, and this evening I am going to be talking about my background, why my family and I moved to Michigan, and my time as a three-sport athlete. My first point I will be sharing is my background. I was born on March 26, 2004, in OSU Hospital in Columbus, Ohio. Had a pretty normal childhood growing up. The sport that I loved the most was soccer, and almost every single day I'd go outside and play with my neighborhood friends. I have two parents and one sister who were all born and raised in Ghana. I take pride in where I'm originally from and love pointing that out to people because it gets people hooked on you. That brings me to my next topic and why my family and I moved to Michigan. My dad got a job opportunity here that he couldn't get in Ohio because he was inexperienced. This brought a shift in my family's life. My mom couldn't find a job here, so she had to move all the way over to Connecticut to get a job, and she lived there for pretty much over 2 years. She moved back once I got into high school, but it really hurt. My sister and I didn't want to move, but over the first year we got used to it, and I actually enjoyed moving to Michigan, especially me. Since moving to Michigan, we are 4 years strong, and I couldn't be any happier. My final topic is my middle school and high school experience as a three-sport athlete. To start off, my first year at Parkland in 7th grade, I played soccer. Soccer was something I would play in Ohio, and I think I was very good at. I did pretty good for my first year of organized soccer, excluding the fact that I was very slow. I mean, really slow. Winter came by and I started to play basketball. I was terrible, but I had size, so coach didn't cut me. Finally, spring came by and I did track for the first time. I was still pretty slow, so you could probably tell how track went. I kept the same three sports going in the 8th grade year, except for the fact that I got better at each and every single sport. I mean, I worked hard over that summer. The only difference was that high school came by and I decided to try football instead of soccer. This brought me into things like weight room and gaining muscle. My first year of football was really bad, but the next year came by and I got a little better. Finally, the year that I'm in right now showed up, and my coach put me on both the starting offense and the starting defense. I play as a wide receiver and a defensive end. Well, to wrap things up with my speech, I'm going to recap. Moving to Michigan from Ohio was tough at first, but later I realized that it really helped. In Ohio, though I was playing soccer, I wasn't athletic. Moving to Michigan gave me sports opportunities, more academic opportunities, and all that stuff I never had in Ohio. Sure, it was tough at first, but in the end, through perseverance, it was all worth it. All right, Mr. Art, thank you, and that was my speech.